Hey, how you doing? It's me again, Tom, at Tom's Radio Room Show. And I've got this antenna switch opened up again, and I took my magnifying glass and I looked closely down in this area. This is where the actual switching mechanism is. And what I found, let me see if I can get the camera to show you. And I need something to point with. Right here is this nylon roller ball, I'll call it, and it's what rotates to each of these contacts. And what it does, it rotates under each of these strips and pushes these strips up into this band right here, which is connected to the center connector. And what I was noticing is that this is, number one, it's worn down a little bit, and number two, it can slide in and out. And when I first opened it up, it was pushed back away from these strips. So it wasn't getting underneath them very well. And it was not getting underneath position one to push it up to make contact with this band here. So I temporarily just pushed it out. It's not going to stay there. And lo and behold, this strip is now working. As you can see, I've got antenna hooked to it, and I hooked it to the switch to my radio, and sure enough, this position is now working. So what I'm going to have to try to do is somehow get a spacer in here, because there's quite a bit of, let's see if I can get it a little closer to the camera. Come on, camera, focus time. Anyway, there's quite a bit of space on this either end of the spacer. So this thing ends up coming away from these strips, and this particular strip here, it doesn't go underneath it to push it up. So that's the problem. I checked continuity. Continuity is all good. And once you get this thing to go underneath this strip and push it up, then it makes contact. So I don't see any adjustment. And this spacer is loose. It's free floating on a little bar that it goes through. Consequently, this roller here is free floating, and it needs to be able to rotate, because it has to has to run under each one of these contacts. So only thing I can think of doing is maybe epoxying down the spacer, pushed all the way up against this guy to make sure it's extended fully to get underneath each of these contacts. Anyway, I just wanted to show you so I know what the problem is. I just don't know exactly how to solve it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.